Women's Day is an opportunity for women who are looking to succeed in business and in life in general, and to maximize their abilities and their skills, whatever industry they're working in. I've become a lifetime member of Elite Women Around the World this year, and I'm excited about that. The mentoring and the coaching that you can either provide or that you receive from women has helped me take my business to another level.
I'm here because a dear friend of mine has been mentoring me into the realm of business, and I felt the need to come, and I'm so glad that she offered me to come. I feel that Women's International Business Day is essential because as women get to connect around the world, we get to just feed off of each other, glean from each other.
Today is International Women's Day, and at this event we get to showcase our business and meet a lot of other new people. We get to see the people we've already met and enhance our relationships with each other. So it's really exciting to be here and see our friends and make new ones.
This is such an important day today, Women's International Business Day. It's bringing all the women together. It's streaming live all over the world. Rita has done such a marvelous job connecting women, now bringing technology into form. So I'm excited. This is just, you can't get so many women together with powerhouse women. We got Margaret Wong, oh my God, Presley, it's just amazing. So I'm excited. This is my second time. So I look forward to many, many more.
I am thrilled to be here today. As you know, I'm receiving an award, but this is just such a great forum of bringing people together in the Cleveland area and just nationwide. You know, there are a ton of people here from all over the place, from different backgrounds with different interests, and it's just really great to be in this environment and meeting new people. So I'm honored to be receiving this Young Professional Leadership Award. It means a lot to me that the committee nominated me and accepted the nomination. You know, I think as a young aspiring leader, I think you often just feel like you're work, and you don't really know if it's being acknowledged, and that's not really the purpose, but it also does feel quite comforting to know that there are people out there that respect what you're doing and value the contributions that you're making to your organization.
It's an honor to be part of this amazing second Women's International Day, helping emerging women leaders connect with the established leaders and empower the youth and transforming lives of people through the leadership development, and all hosted by elite women around the world. And it's an honor to be part of this amazing event and work with all these motivational and inspirational leaders, movers and shakers of our global community.
Elite Women Around the World is a global network of individuals, leaders, organizations, and businesses coming together with a shared mission of enhancing the economic position of women.
How many of you women and men in this audience at some point in your life needed to dream big? Raise your hand. You needed to dream big.
Dream big.
When you're part of Elite, you get that support system to be able to do that.
So this gender parity is not about men and women. It's not, we're talking, we want something, another world of women. It is not about men and women. It is about the women, what they are, how they are leading in our community. It's about their success. It's about their challenges they all face.
You know, as a young woman, when I was trying to decide where to go to college, I was applying to engineering programs. And at that point, about 10 years ago, I don't want to age myself, but women in science and engineering was quite rare. And, going into a field where you don't even make up 50% of the workforce was really kind of difficult to see a future and to see, where I belonged. And I think that, when you put men and women in a room, I would really like to see gender taken out of the equation. I think we all bring different strengths to the table, and I think we all have weaknesses as well. And I think when we work as a team and when we kind of come together and put gender aside, we can fill those voids in each other to fulfill a greater cause.
For me, equality is not the right word. In fact, parity is a better word than equality. Men are from Mars It's very clear. And I really would like to see a world wherein all genders exist. I don't just mean the men and the women, but one need to go beyond that. It's a reality. There are other genders. And of course, we see the female gender much more, the challenges are more visible. And there are challenges everywhere. A world where all genders exist in harmony.
When we go deep within and we find that person who we were born to be, you were born to be that woman, you were born to be that man. And when we go deep within and allow Spirit to speak to us, and we recognize and accept us for ourselves, our strength, and who we are, then we are able to look at your sister next to you, your brother next to you, and see that we are equal, that there is no difference. The only thing different about us is what? We're each unique. But it's that uniqueness that brings us together.
And they look at each other through the eyes of love, not you're a male, you're a female, you're poor, you're rich, you're black, you're white. No, we are all equal.
Well, see, everything goes in a row, in order. So I'm going to build on it. Most of my work involves with working with men and women around letting go of that old story about what they're supposed to be and how they're supposed to be in the world. And when I think about gender equality, I struggle with it because it's hard to be equal. Equal to me doesn't exist. How can you make something exactly equal? And I live in a world that I believe is really designed to be about the and both. So I look at it and say, I want to look at you as a person, as an individual, and the gifts and beauty in you, male or female. But there was a time in my life that that's where I stopped. And I wanted to say we're all the same. And that's off course. That's wrong of me. And so I look at men and women and say, well, there are differences. And the opportunities today are very different. That can change. And I believe it can change when everyone stands up for something.
Our second date with you, about 10 years ago, I came to Rita's first event, and she provided a piece of advice there. She said, and I had a 7-year-old daughter at that time, right? So she said, pick a woman and mentor them. At the time in our organization, we had about 5 women that were very, very talented, but also very, very young, in their mid-20s to their mid-30s. And we took them all through some leadership programs specifically for women that really helped them. 8/7/12, I get a call. And my 53-year-old chief operating officer suffered a stroke, brain aneurysm. And we learned quickly that he was not going to be coming back. He lived, but he was never able to sort of function in the role again. And so my board told me, got to go out and find somebody with lots of experience, go find somebody else, etc. And I looked around and I had these 2 young women who at the time were 30, both of them were about 30 years old, 31. And I basically, after a weekend of consideration and talking with them, made them both vice presidents in our organization. And over the next 4 or 5 years, they made tremendous changes to what we were doing. They brought a different perspective, a fresh view. They sort of connected with people in ways different than the men that were running the organization connected. And they really changed a lot about what we did and how we worked. And so it really had an impact on our organization. So that mentoring sort of paid off a little bit. So 1/1/16, a few weeks ago, we made some, the 10-year changes you sort of do in your organization to restructure things. Those 2 women are now members of the top staff of the largest chamber and economic development organization in the country. And they will have a chance to interact with and change the way we work in the business community. One of them is responsible for ensuring we engage leaders, men, women, young, old, in the work we're doing in the business community. And so a little bit of investment, if we can sort of change our perceptions, take some risks, make those investments, I think we can have the kind of people leading our organizations if we're just willing to step out and take that risk.
As an MD PhD scholar at the University of Nebraska Medical Center, I had the privilege of serving my peers as the student body president and member of the university's Board of Regents. For me, the ambition to lead the student body oddly came from a somewhat selfish endeavor. The truth is, I was tired of hearing myself complain. As with any organization, there were recurring issues that I found that we as students loved to protest. At first, it was really comforting to know that I wasn't alone. But after a few sessions of what I now know was ranting, I was forced to confront reality. If I, Krupa Savalia, was tired of hearing myself complain, why in the world is anyone else going to listen? Notably, these were clearly issues that I felt deserved attention and rather reassessment. It was this realization that catapulted my energy away from criticizing what I perceived to be the issues and the problems on campus, and I committed myself to becoming a part of the solutions.
People ask me often, why do I do this? Because I have 2 businesses to run, a home. And this is what my answer to that is, that this is the right thing for me to do. Right thing for me to do. There is a purpose in my life which is beyond being an entrepreneur, beyond being a CPA. I want to give back. I take this as my call of my duty. I feel I have a purpose in my life, and this platform helps me, and I've received so much love, respect, and regard, and learned so many things. To me, those are priceless. My vision would not mean anything, unless I have your collaboration, your support. But one thing I have learned as a individual or as a leader is that when I have a vision, I know how to articulate that vision, how to bring people together, and how to implement and roll out, just like what you are seeing today, with the help of each one of you, right? And I mentioned to you that wind which has brought me here is someone who I have shared my life, my business, for almost 36 years. It wasn't easy. Many times the doors were slammed on me, and I did the same probably in that anger. But we stayed together, and this person has made me what I am today. Did you ever know that you were my hero and everything I would like to be? And I can fly higher than an eagle because you are the wind beneath my wings. And my friends, this is no other than my own husband, Nip Singh.
What I see, this thing, and Rita talked about it, I remember the first time the elite women of the world met in one of the Holiday Inn in a small gazebo. There were 7 of them total, including me. And from that, so this is called progress. And this is called progress not because of her, and definitely not because of me, but because of you. And helping others, helping yourself, always. Just keep on remembering that there is nothing self. If I can forget myself, I will be wonderful. Thank you.
We have one of our member who suggested that we should create something where women can wear and with pride. And so we came up with a very, very beautiful, and I'm going to share with you. It's no other than Dr. Simran Kahai. She's our lifetime member, and she took this very amazing task of creating something which will really reflect what we do. This pin I thought I want to give to this one person. Who would that person be? And I went back into my life, almost we have been in business for 30 years. This one woman has been with me through thick and thin. She has worked 72 hours, 82 hours, or 100 hours, day and night, with a smile, with a smile. And I'm very tough on quality, and I have been very hard on her many, many times. But she is still with me today even. And I think without her, there would not have been elite women around the world, because the tremendous work she has done is beyond words, beyond words. And I'm going to call her here. Paula Harrison, would you please come here? This woman who has done so much work for me. And I must tell you, if she were to write her resume, this is what would be written. I can do a marketing report, I can do a business plan, I can do a financial statement, I can do taxes. I can also do your very innovative events which you put together here in this thing. And then she can even, to extend, and I want to say that, she can even blow dry my hair. So she has done it all, and I think there's no other person in this world more deserving than her. So be very proud of you, Paula. So the second pin, this is, I think my higher power helps me to make these decisions, which I sometimes make it solely by myself. I don't need to call my board of directors. First of all, I don't have one. I have an visionary executive leadership team, the real doers. So I thought this pin would not be here, right, without Simran. Right? Simran is the one who took my vision to this. So Simran deserves that second win.
Award that actively supports and celebrates and honoring and inspiring young women to achieve success in leadership worldwide through sharing knowledge, mentoring, and inspiring others, and making a difference in this world.
Dr. Krupa Sawalia, the second recipient of the prestigious International Award. Please join me on stage.
Congratulations.
The next award being presented tonight was also launched at last year's program. The award is the Elite Women Around the World, Women Who Changed the World Award. I am so honored because this is a woman I've respected. I've seen her grow as an entrepreneur. She is winning an international award. It's given to a woman who's gone above and beyond the call of duty, shown professional accomplishment, serves as a role model, assists and mentors other women and young girls, and has created projects and programs for women in achieving entrepreneurship and leadership opportunities. She is committed to society and potential to contribute to shaping the future of the world. It is a distinct honor to have two women join me. Our first recipient last year, Alexandra Johnson Boone for the Women of Color Foundation. She was our recipient last year. We are honored to have her with us.
Congratulations to you.
And our winner this evening, she is the one, the only, Margaret Wong. Please join us.
I'm humbled, inspired, and awed by, and really awesome. When Rita called me and said she really wants me to have her, I said, my gosh, you know, and I know so many of you here, and I really think you should all network with each other. Alex here, we have known, three of us have known each other 30 years ago, 40 years ago. It's awesome. We're all young and poor and nobody's in town. Now we are somebody, which is very nice. And in those days, you can't get into certain clubs, you can't do this, you can't do that. And now with this, look at this, it's awesome what Rita have done. And I still remember 10, 15 years ago, Rita talked about this, and I know it's not about her. And she insists we don't talk about her. And she talked about this, she wanted to do this. Look how she have grown with us now. So everybody could have a dream, and you can do it.
Being presented tonight is being launched for the very first time. The Elite Women Around the World Alpha Woman Award is an international award that is given to women who is pro-woman. She makes her move. She knows when to walk away. Doesn't compete with other women. I want to say that again. Doesn't compete with other women. There's enough in this world for all of us.
That's right.
She cultivates a life she enjoys. She quickly bounces back from problems, listens to people's actions, not words. She knows when to say no. When things get tough, she gets tougher, and she dares to go for it. She doesn't define herself by her attributes. We're going to be giving 4 people the Alpha Woman Award.
All I would add to everything is 36 years ago when I became an attorney, and I had to push a lot of glass ceilings in those days because women attorneys weren't too prevalent. Had I had a group like this behind me, who knows where I could be today. I might be the one running for president.
Thank you. I want to thank Rita and the Visionary Executive Team. And I also want to thank my sweet husband, for talking about husbands, who has always encouraged me to follow up on the things that I felt important. And I also want to thank, and I have 6 tables here of women who are continuing to be my inspiration and who really, really support me to be my best every day that we meet. So I want to thank all of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So I won't prolong you. I just really want to thank God, first of all, and thank my husband in his absence. He's always with me, but he has a terrible flu right now, so he can't be here. And then my mentor, Alex, is out there. She's always mentoring me and helping me. And I have a new assistant business manager, Tammy. So hey, Tammy, she's over there taking my pictures. And I dedicate this to all the women around the world who are living their dreams. And let me tell you, you can do it. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Well, I knew that God made me different, and I have to thank my husband because the way that I think and the way that I move, it's different. And it's so incredibly inspiring to be a part of an organization, Elite Women, that gets that and that it's okay. And I'm embraced and I'm reveled for being different.
When I got this call about it, I did the who me. Then they talked about what it's about. I said, oh, that is what I care about. That is what I do. I do believe in empowering women. And it's an unusual message coming from this big guy that says, how do we empower women to achieve more and be more? So I'm blessed to be here. Thank you for honoring me, and bless all of you for all that you do and all you are, because you make a difference every day.
I'm a guy, and these are guys up here, okay? And we definitely have to talk about her because she's not just a mentor to women, you know, but she's also a mentor to a lot of guys out there, all right? Guys that have been following their women or their wives that come to all her events, okay? And she's almost a mentor to me also.
was quite a surprise that I got a call from Rita G. We call her Rita G. So that's 2 times in a row. And I was first of all taken aback that I was recognized, but I thought that it is really not me that's being recognized. In fact, I believe that this is a recognition for Seva International. We have a number of Seva International supporters here. I would request them to please stand up, including my dear wife Shobha, without whom I would not be here. Can everybody stand up, please?
Thank you very much. You know, Rita said, don't mention her name, so I'm going to thank Nipender for this. And the organization, we all heard most of them speak, my husband, my husband. I'm the one going to speak. This is because of my wife.
Launched for the very first time. The Elite Women Around the World Organizational Leadership Award is presented to an organization which actively supports and celebrates elite women around the world's mission to develop, grow, and support the economic and social stability of women and girls through entrepreneurship and leadership programs. Council of Small Enterprises, better known as COSY, is the first recipient of this very prestigious international award, and Steve Millard will accept this on behalf of COSY.
Congratulations. The final award being presented tonight is also being launched for the very first time. The Elite Women Around the World Lifetime Achievement Community Leadership Award is presented to an individual who is honored for their lifetime contributions to this community, their professional excellence, and for actively assisting women in their attainment of professional excellence and growth. The first recipient of this prestigious international award, Harlan Diamond.
Well, Rita and Nip and everybody here, thank you. It's very interesting to have the opportunity of sharing this particular evening with this particular group. We have for 55 years felt that the strength of Cleveland and the strength of our company was in the ability to deal and appreciate the international community of Cleveland. And I'm grateful to have the opportunity to be of service to this community. I love Cleveland, I love you, I love Nip, and I love Rita, and you've been a special friend. And I got one more thing to say. You know, Alpha Women, you should have met my mother. I mean, she was tough.
98% of our programs for last 10 years has been in here. And honestly, everyone here, Jim, Michael, Claudia, and I can go on and on, they give us, and especially me, an exceptional service. I think either they forgot they were supposed to all line up and come here and clap. Can you still do it, all of you? Either one of you need to come here. Some of you, Mona, they're going to do something special for you.
I'm smart enough to be scared. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All of you for
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Thank
And
you.
ladies,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
okay, so ladies,
Oh my God.